James Carpenter with Country Living. Welcome to my channel and thank you for watching my videos. Good morning everyone. It's a brisk day here in Ohio, but I wanted to take a few minutes and talk about my shop. So let's get started. What you see here is a shop I built back in the 80s and eventually turned it into an automotive repair shop, and have been running a successful business out of here for 30 years or better. So I'm going to give you a brief look around inside. Okay, we're inside. A little bit warmer in here. That's nice. I'll just do a little bit of a panoramic view for you. And we'll go into the back half of the shop now. I keep a lot of my lawn equipment in here. That's about to come to an end here soon. This is the back room. Compressors behind those heavy-duty blankets to suppress the noise. The older Kubota tractor. All right, let's head down to the other shop. The reason I wanted to show you this shop is because a lot of you out there would say, oh man, beautiful shop. But guess what? It's also a business. So what I did is I made my own personal shop, and we'll head down there now and check that out. We're coming up on the other shop now. And you see that shipping container, that's a 20-footer. I bought a one tripper. That's a really nice shipping container. I'll be using that for some type of storage. But this is my personal shop. We'll go inside here and check that out. We'll turn on the light switch. You probably noticed there's no cover on that, but I am still in the process of finishing up the electric in this building. It's a little bit messier than normal, but I guess I've got a lot of YouTube content here. I just got to get busy, and it's warm in here because, as you can see, we have a thermostat which gives us our heat and our central air. It's set on 70. The furnace just kicked on. Furnace is over here. This little room here I'm just going to call utility room, and eventually I stubbed in PVC. One of those would be a water coming in and the other would be sewage going out. So I'm prepared to possibly have a bathroom in here at some point. I'm gonna grab this flashlight and we're gonna open this door which goes into the shipping container. Okay, so I'll turn on the flashlight, and right now we're in the shipping container. A little bit dark in here. Hopefully this is showing up. But it's an accumulation of a lot of junk that I've collected over the years. You know, things like this. These paint brushes. I got them from Habitat for pennies on the dollar, but I got enough paint brushes to last me the rest of my life. There's also paint rollers here and other things. This is some of my lumber. It's on a shelf. There's the doors to the container if you want to access it from the outside. And here is another angle of that shelving unit with all the wood on it. So let's get out of the shipping container. Oh, I want to point this out. Those are deck screws, 3-inch long deck screws. So that hinges on there very well, to say the least. And this is a solid wooden door, fire rated, came out of an old school. And I purchased 3 of those doors from Habitat at $15 a piece. I had far more in the hardware than I did the door. So, oh, this is interesting. I've been wanting to do this for years. I took all my bits for the DeWalt drill and I organized them, and this shelf is totally not organized right now, but I'm working on it, trust me. And then we got another shelving unit over here. I'm going to be doing a video here soon. I want to put another shelving unit here, and it's going to be the charging station for all my battery powered drills. Now over here, you can see the panel box there, 200 amp service, fire extinguisher. But what we got here are these bolt bins. There is the compressor that runs all the air in the shop. These are all tools that I use for woodworking. And here we have what I call pallet lumber. And I got that, I've mentioned it in other videos, I got it extremely cheap from the Amish. It was cut to the wrong dimension. But what I do with this pallet lumber is things like that ceiling. I planed everything down. I ran it through this edger. I ran it through the table saw, polyurethaned everything, and spent hours upon hours of putting that hardwood ceiling in, which is pretty sweet. These cabinets I got from Habitat, 15 bucks a piece. I had to assemble them. I guess that's why they were so cheap. It took quite a bit of time to put those together. Yeah, and here's the workhorse Kubota tractor I use for everything. Now, this is a rigid battery powered air compressor. I just picked that up over the weekend. And I did that because I'm doing a lot of work in the other building yet, and there's no air in there, so the portable air compressor will do that. This is more Habitat stuff here. It's scrap cut-offs from some little factory that does something here in town, but those little boards come in handy for quite a bit. Now I'm going to go up to the window on this garage door. That's the building that I worked on all summer long. There's a whole video series on that, if you want to take the time to watch those videos. You can see the progress that we made over that this past summer. This is what I call my personal office. This is the ceiling. A lot of that is Habitat stuff. Those are actually fireplace mantles I got from Habitat, I think 45 bucks a piece. I mounted them on the ceiling to create this look. Here we have a hardwood shelf along this wall, and we have a little bookcase over here, and these cupboards, they were cupboard fronts, brand new in the box. I paid $1 a piece for them, and you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, plus I had several others that I used in other locations. And up above the cupboard doors that was a pocket door. And what I did was I cut that pocket door down, and I just used it to get the woodwork look. Now what you see here, and this is quite a few more YouTube videos that are going to be in the making, I have literally been collecting. Not that I don't have enough tools already, but most men can never have enough tools. So I'm going to set the shop up. I'm going to set the shop up with everything you see here will eventually, oh, while I'm here, this is another one of those wooden doors, them $15 doors. And it comes into the office again. It's deck screws. I really like to build things solid, and that's pretty daggone solid. Now, I brought this stuff in yesterday. This is all smaller tools. Smaller tools that I've been purchasing just to add to my inventory. I want to be set up to the point that no matter what I want to do, I have the tooling to do it. Now, let's look over here. Right there in the corner, it's a little bit dusty, but that's a Delta table saw. It's a nice one. I picked that up last summer. I think I paid $1,500 for it. They sell for about $4,500. It's even got a little roll around stand. Over here on this bench, all those boxes, they're just full of more Habitat stuff. It's my electrical wiring spool. Right now for my charging station, I just got that stuff set up over here. That's kind of temporary till I get the other shelf built. Over there is a bunch of different kinds of lawn care, fertilizers, and different things. I would imagine that we could do a YouTube video just on going through this stuff. But I've got several toolboxes back in the other shop that I showed you earlier that have been mine for years. So basically, I've spent the majority of my life, you could probably tell by the white beard that I'm not a spring chicken anymore. But I needed this building. I needed something that was mine. I needed my space. My toolbox is up there in the automotive shop. I've allowed technicians to go in, use my tools, and it's basically been ransacked. Stuff has disappeared. I don't know if it was lost or stolen. It's hard to say, and it really doesn't matter. It's not there anymore. So I just want all my stuff in this building, and I want to be able to come down here in the heat of the summer and work in an air-conditioned garage, or in the dead of winter, come down here and be warm and work in a nice warm garage until spring comes and I can get back outside and do the things I really love to do, and that's yard work. So with all that being said, I hope you enjoyed the tour of the, what do we want to call it, the shop or the man cave, call it whatever you like. But for me, it's a dream come true. And I spent the majority of my life as a workaholic, and I worked a lot of overtime. And I took that overtime and I invested it into my property. And this is pretty much country living. This whole facility here is my life works. And I'll leave this behind to my children when I'm gone. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe and hit the like button if you truly liked the video. Thank you for watching.